everyone.
It's me, I'm back again. But I'm privileged again to stand here in front of you, and I've saved some words for now from this morning. This is my third end of season event, and I continue to marvel at the progress that you, the Goalball UK family, are achieving. Over the last 12 months, I'm going to go through a few things that have happened. Domestically, we've had 128 teams entered our tournaments over the 3 levels from 25 different clubs. There's been an additional 4 regional tournaments which have taken place at Cambridge, Croydon, Hereford and Lancaster. That's something we really want to develop next year, and there'll be news coming out shortly about how we're going to support clubs and teams and regions to do so. There's also been a few firsts. For example, Winchester held a coaching day in October, and our very own chair was in attendance and did some refereeing and coaching and learned the sport for the first time. The London Goalball Cup, I was really privileged to come down to that this year, and it was a fantastic event organised by Croyser and organised by London Elephants. We had so many people playing, more than last year, and what was really pleasing, it was so many people under the age of 16 playing. It was a really fantastic competition. Over the 7 leagues this season, we've had 3,659 goals scored. In Novice A, there was 266. Novice B, we had 445 and 163 in Novice C. In Inter A, we had 628, 277 in Inter B, and a whopping 419 in Inter C. Elite, we had 890 goals. We've now got over 722 players involved in goalball in the UK, which is fantastic. We also, thanks to the support of Robert Avery, held the first 4 Nations competition at York St John University, which was a fantastic weekend for those that attended. So a big round of applause. I've already mentioned today that our men have maintained their position in the Euro B and begin preparations for a promotion challenge in the autumn, giving them a full year to prepare. This squad will be finalised following the Paralympic Youth Games that are on now, and I think they're about to kick off any moment, so hopefully we can rattle through and watch the second half. The women this year have 2 opportunities to qualify for Tokyo and flew to Fort Wayne, as I've said yesterday, to prepare, ready to start playing on Tuesday, and we'll share the live stream with you as soon as we know when it is. We're incredibly proud of both of the teams and the progress that we're being made. Please give a round of applause to our great group. We also announced that for the first time a women's under-19 squad who are going to be going to Australia. And we've actually got somebody in the audience today. We've got Nancy, who's going representing Croyser. 2 years ago, actually, when my first time I stood here, it would have been unthinkable that we could have had a women's team in the USA, and we could have had the men's team over in Finland, and we could still run this event. It's testimony to the work that we've all done. It's testimony to yourselves again, okay? And it's testament to the progress that this sport is making in the UK. Really proud of that fact. Individually, there has been lots of achievements, and I could go on and on and on and talk about all of them. But I want to focus on one this year. Catherine Fielding has been awarded the British Empire Medal recently. Wow. And I don't actually think that there's anyone in this room who's not benefited from Catherine's skills, knowledge, friendship, guidance, mentoring, and above all, sense of humour. She won't admit it, but her inimitable style, commitment and tenacity has been instrumental in making our organisation what it is today. I want you to stand up actually, I want to give her a huge round of applause. just over 2 years ago that we would listen to what you want, and I said it at the beginning of the day, we're listening to what you want. It's your sport. We as staff and the board, we're just custodians of it. I wanted to give you a snapshot of what we've been trying to do to make your experience, your customer experience, better. Around 12 months ago, people did the questionnaire that we sent out, and you said you wanted better communication with the members from ourselves to yourself, to you. What have we done? We've employed a social media officer, we've doubled our following on Twitter and trebled it on Facebook. We've introduced a monthly newsletter that's been going out regularly every month. We've introduced a new members platform, Go Membership, which we are still developing and still making better. We've ensured that there is now a consistent club and competition committee with representatives from all areas to help address the communication issues. I also want to announce that in the autumn we'll be relaunching our website that will be bigger and better, Tom, than the last one. You wanted better venues, and we've done our best. We've found an improved location in Bristol which has 2 halls, and we'll be using that from next season. In addition to that, we trialled at the last elite competition, having 2 halls in Birmingham, and we continue to quest for the perfect venue. More to follow, I hope, very shortly. You said that you needed support in the development of what was happening in our support. We've increased the club visits. We've been out to your clubs as much as we possibly can, to be honest. We've employed more staff. Since the beginning of 2018, we've doubled our members of staff. And I'm also, again, for additional support, I'm launching now that on the 7th and 8th of September, again in partnership with York St John, our Grow Our Game conference, which will be open. There will be more news coming out. Steve? Next week. Okay? More things that we're doing for you. You said you wanted more volunteers. We employed Steve, first of all. This year, he's managed to help us get an additional 53 new activators into our sport. You wanted more young players. So, again, I mentioned it already. We went to Children in Need and we managed to get a Children in Need funded programme. 1,800 people in the last year have taken part in that programme, with over 150 of being blind or partially sighted. We're sharing the sport, we're getting new people involved in the sport, and some of them players are starting to come into your clubs. You wanted more in London. Alex Bunny has worked with the London clubs, and in particular Robin and Tommy at Croyset, and Goalball continues to grow and thrive there. A London representative team is now taking part in the elite competition for the first time this year, and as I've already mentioned, I was in complete awe of the London Goalball Cup. We do listen. If you have an issue, please do get in touch. I also finally just want to say that as we end the season, during the close season, there will be questionnaires going out. These will be sent out via our MailChimp and such like. So if you're not registered with us, make sure you are, so that you can have your say. That will be going out to players, coaches, officials, activators and fans. We want your help. We need to know what you want in order to put in action what you need to happen. I say this a lot to round off. Please continue to strive, continue to aim high, shout about what we're doing in Goalball, be proud and tell people how Goalball UK and your clubs are transforming people's lives. Thank you very much. I'd like to hand over to the inimitable Tom Dobson. Thank you.
Right, this is a bittersweet moment, this. So, obviously, a year ago this time last year was my first tournament, and obviously we've got Becky Ashworth stepping up to hand the awards out. But unfortunately, you've obviously had to stick with me. So, a bit of a shame, but we'll get forward. Alright, so just to finish off from today, alright, so some results that have just come in. Alright, so in the Beach League, the winners were the Factor 50s. Yeah. Alright, in the Ice Cream League, between 1 point in it was with the winners, being the Solero team. And in the Scorchio League, we're the winners of the paddling pools. Yay! I think before we start, let's just thank some people today for obviously the time and effort that they've put in. I'd like to, obviously, if John could just come up and just so, if that's all right. So if, obviously, I say this at every tournament, after every tournament, without these people, this tournament, these events would not take place. All right. So I think we've just got a bit of a token of appreciation. So I'd just like to invite up the officials. So for this year, so Dean Murdy, Rob Avery, Danny Dillon, Imogen, Catherine Fielding, Stephen Newey. Just come up, please. Okay, let's just while we stood up here, I know we don't like to make a bit of a fuss of them, but in all seriousness, without these people, these tournaments wouldn't take place. And from myself and everyone at Goalball UK, couldn't thank you enough. All right? Yeah. Okay, so I would like now to just I'd like now just to hand over to John Grosvenor, Chairman of Goalball UK, just to say a few words about obviously today.
Oh, okay. You do know it's on. I'm glad Tom knows what's happening next. Anyway, I guess it's just for me also to repeat some thank yous. Firstly, I'd like to thank all the players who turned up today. Obviously, I hope you enjoyed today. And today actually shows more than anything that Goalball is a family. There's no two ways about it. And the mixing up of players and so on, I think is great to see. And all ages, especially some of the youngsters today. So that's really good. And also, we thanked the officials, and I'm glad to see that I think on the whole, the officials were, Robert, you were respected today. Didn't really swear at you too much?
Nobody today, no.
No, okay, well, that's really good.
Nice for a change.
There's always a balance between being competitive and actually respecting the officials, because we don't always agree with them, but they are, that life is like that. And we mustn't forget the volunteers. I know several people have already mentioned the volunteers, but the volunteers do put a lot of time and effort into today. And Tom and his team and Mark do put a lot of effort in and making sure that today works as efficiently as possible. There's always a few things that sort of are done on the hoof, and Tom copes with them extremely well. So I think a round of applause for Dobson.
Okay.
Tell me what to do.
Yes. All right. So the way we'll do this, all right, we'll invite everyone up, but obviously depending on what award you've won, you'll then go to the back and then obviously have your photo taken at the back. Okay. So we'll start with novice and region A. So the Sheffield region. All right. So the male top goal scorer for 2018-19 from West Yorkshire, Charlie Brown. Female top goal scorer from Lancashire Lions was Freya Gavin. So what we'll do is if people aren't here, we'll just hand them out once at the next tournament, just so that we can then give them out at the end. Alright. So moving on to the top goal scorer in Region B was Marcus Gul-Rashid from Winchester. Region B female top goal scorer was Robin Parnell from RSC Academy. Novice Region C top goal scorer from the male section, Liam Simpson from Cambridge Dons. Female top goal scorer, I've seen her already, from Crossett Warriors, Tiffany J. Britton. Okay. Novice Region A winners 2018-19 were West Yorkshire and Lancashire Lions. So can I have a representative from West Yorkshire and Lancashire Lions?
Go on, get up. Chris,
Go on.
Guys.
Take you down. Okay, Novice Region B winners 2018-19 were RSC Academy. Abdul, come on up and collect this award for RNC.
RNC!
RNC!
RNC! Woo!
Okay, Novice Region C winners were the Crossett Warriors.
Just watching the camera.
Nancy, come on. Where's Nancy?
Well done.
Nancy.
I'm going to drive it.
Well done. Turn around. Who's going to take the award? Well done. Okay, great. And then she's back.
Okay, on to the intermediate section. So Region A top goal scorer was Stuart Hudson from Scarborough. The female top goal scorer from Region A was Mimi Robertson from West Okay, Region B intermediate male top goal scorer from Winchester, James Sindoli. Okay, female top goal scorer from Region B is Carly Holder from RSC Academy. Intermediate Region C, male top goal scorer from Cambridge Dons was Warren Wilson. And female top goal scorer from Fen Tigers was Georgie Bullen. Okay, the Intermediate Region A winners were Scarborough. Where are Scarborough? There we are.
Well done, Scarborough.
Charlie.
Okay, with the Intermediate Region B winners, R&C Academy. Okay, Intermediate Region C winners were the Cambridge Dons.
Well done.
Now on to the elite section. So the male top goal scorer from Winchester was Adam Knott. Female top goal scorer from R&C Academy, Carly Holden. And the elite league winners for 2018-19 were Winchester. Okay, down to the list. So, the National League winners for 2018-19 were R&C Academy. Okay. Novice final winners 2018-19, Crossfield Warriors. You've already got that trophy. Already got it.
Already got it, Bob.
Already got that one. Yeah. You don't get another one, Robin. You don't get another one.
They'll try.
Yeah. Okay, the intermediate final winners 2018-19 were Scarborough.
Well done, Scarborough. Again.
Keep breathing now, Charlie.
We'll take them and turn it off.
Okay. Okay. Now we'll go on to the player of the season and the service to sport. But before that, alright, I'd just like to get a couple more people up because my memory being like it is from Sheffield and that, I forgot a couple of people. So, okay, so could I invite Emma Evans and Michael Payne, please? These two people as well, alright, would also, I'd just like to say a massive thank you on behalf of myself and Goalball UK for the help that you've done, alright, in terms of officiating for this last season. Thank you very much. Okay, I would now like to hand over to Mark Winder, who's going to present the Player of the Year award.
This year there have been lots of nominations. Nominations have included Freya Gavin from Lancashire Lions, Megan Smithson from R&C Academy, James Sindoli was nominated from Winchester, and Paddy Harmer from Winchester. The actual winner this year isn't in the room. I know she's watching because we're Facebook Live-in and she's in the USA. The lady is, so I want you to give a big round of applause for her, and she has done a video because she found out earlier in the day, and we're going to put that up on Facebook now, but so she knows that we're all proud of her. The winner, despite being able to fully compete in the last intermediate of the season, she once again finished Region A top female goal scorer for the second year running with 26 goals. She's also broken in and excelled at GB's women's team. She's made massive improvements from novice level to Great Britain within a year goes to Mimi Robertson.
Okay, I'd now like to hand over and invite Catherine Fielding, BME, sorry, Catherine Fielding BME, down to present the Keyframe Services Sport Award.
Just to give you a background on the history of this award, it's been going on for a number of years, and it's in recognition of someone called Keith Lound. Now, most people in this room won't actually know Keith. I think myself, Dina, and Robert are probably the few remaining people that know. Keith would be very, very proud to see where Goalball is today. He got involved in the sport, like a lot of us do, kind of dropped into it, and before he knew it, it was doing 101 things. So he started off just bringing his son to the Sheffield club many, many years ago, dropping him off, and then it became, well, I'll stay and help lay the court, and then suddenly he found himself with a whistle in his hand, and he was starting to referee, and then before long he was refereeing internationally, and he went to many, many major events. He also was heavily involved in the sport domestically. We sadly lost Keith in 2013, but decided it was important to keep his memory going and to reflect what people do within the sport. So I've been handed a list of nominees, and it was a very difficult decision, as per usual. We managed to get it down to a very short list, so it's really hard. So the runners-up this year, so a big round of applause for Robin Faulkner and Tommy Britton from Croyset. To give you a bit of background, Croyset have gone from strength to strength, both kind of on and off the court. The number of players that they have and the teams and the way the club has progressed. They also do an awful lot of development work on behalf of Goalball UK, for which we're very, very grateful, getting lots of people involved in the sport. They also come along and help us out with events such as Site Village, Talent Camp. I've even managed to get them both park running, which was a little bit of a campaign, shall we say, of mine. But yeah, they've done loads and loads of brilliant stuff, and long may it continue. Thank you very much, fellas. And the winner this year, as you said, it's a really, really hard decision, but it's gone to, drum roll please, Emma Evans from Fen Tigers. Most people will know, but you probably just know a fraction of what she does. And Emma does 101 things within Goalball. So she's here today with a Fen Tigers top on. She's been playing, she's also been officiating, she does a lot of kind of the admin and helping with the growth of the club. But also on behalf of Goalball UK, she does an awful lot of fundraising, brings a lot of money in for the sport, and is just really, really helping us. So the words here say, what an amazing person, which I think says it all. So well done, Emma. Thanks.
Okay, so just to obviously echo, such a great season, well done to Emma, well done to all the nominees as well. Obviously, such a tough choice this year, and obviously it's been a tough choice, obviously, for the decision. Just in terms of now from, obviously, that's it for the awards, alright, so that's...
John to finish off, please.
Yeah, please. Alright, so that is obviously... that's it for the awards. I just thought, obviously, we perhaps have a bit of a. I could tell you a few things about the National League in terms of next year. I know some people will be eager beavers, all right, to listen out for this. So, so the fixtures and obviously schedules for next year will be coming out in the next couple of weeks. We're just finalising the last couple of bits, last couple of venues changes, just ready, obviously, for next season. So keep an eye out in obviously your inboxes for them. We're in discussions at the minute to kind of, we'll keep it brief on this, but bring a new set of Goalball UK rules in for next year for the National League. So also keep a look out for them as well. So they will be circulated within the coming weeks as well. Alright. all that's left for me to say before I hand over to John is have a great summer, and we'll see you all ready and refreshed for the 2019-2020 season. All right, which then begins sometime in September, I believe. All right, but before that, you've got the grow our game. Is that right?
That's right, yeah. Rolls off the tongue.
Rolls off the tongue. So grow our game, 7th and 8th September, and then summer camp, which is, Catherine?
5th, 6th, 7th of August, something like that.
Excellent. You know why we've got them. Alright, so 5th, 6th and 7th of August is summer camp, 7th and 8th of September is grow our game. Alright, we got there. Alright, so just from me, I'd like now to hand over to John Grosvenor just to finish off.
Well, it's not often in life I get the first and last word, so I probably should make the most of it. Now, all I'd say is enjoy the summer, and for those of you who need to keep in training, because the summer months will go by very, very quickly, and I guess we all look forward to next season. So enjoy the summer, and I think one last thank you to the Goalball UK team for putting on today's event. Enjoy the rest of your day and a safe journey home to you all. Thank you.
Thank you.